Good morning. It's Friday, March 1st, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals are higher after yesterday's supportive session. You have April gold up $8 at 20.63. May silver unchanged at 22.89. May copper down 1 at 3.83. April platinum down 5 at 8.78. And then June palladium up $8 at 9.55. The gold silver ratio is also sitting at 90 to 1. The recent high has been about 92 to 1 since the start of the year. So looking at the markets here, the PCE data, that was the big headline number yesterday, in line with expectations. And I think it was really the lack of a surprise that really helped kind of drive some of these markets higher. The S&P 500 notched out its 14th record close. And then if you look at interest rate cut expectations, they're really cemented right around that June meeting. So they expect the Fed to cut rates in June. They also expect the Bank of England to cut rates in June, and then the ECB to cut rates in April. So we saw some of the Fed speakers come out as well. I thought that they were a bit dovish in their discussions here. We saw Mary Daly. She said that they are ready. Bank officials are ready to lower interest rates. You also saw a couple other of these Fed speakers here. You saw Raphael Bostic. He said that there's going to be some bumps along the road, but he wasn't very hawkish, so that was good, supportive as well. Now, if you look at things here that are coming out later today, we're going to have the S&P manufacturing PMI data. It's the global manufacturing PMI data, construction spending, and then University of Michigan sentiment. Those will all be coming out. The construction spending could really move the copper and also the silver market. If you don't notice, I think I'm getting sick over here. So you do have some more Fed speakers coming out. You have Atlanta Fed President Bostic. FOMC speaker comes out at 11:15. You also have San Francisco Fed President Daly and FOM speaker coming out at 12:30 Central. So those are going to be your big topics here later today. Now, if you look at technically, we are seeing the dollar index back below 104, but if you look at the chart pattern, the dollar index has been a downward trend, broke back out to the upside. Kind of surprised at the resiliency of the gold market given that. Now, looking at gold technically, it's broken to a neutral trend. So it's not broken out yet to a buy or a long, in my opinion, although it's getting there. The stochastics are moving into overbought territory. Doesn't necessarily mean it's overbought, just means it's entering that bull market. But you really need to get the close over this level into the 2060s, and then you need probably a close over 2072.5 in order to get the bulls behind it. If you look at ETF flows, gold ETF flows have been like straight down. They've been down, it was 12 straight days, down 3.5% year to date. If you look at Bitcoin ETF flows, straight up, they're adding like $1 billion a week. So there's a huge crossover where the gold is going down, Bitcoin is going up on those ETF flows. So we'll see what happens. If you see Bitcoin break out over like 64,600, it's probably going to gain some more momentum on the ETF flows. And we'll see what happens with the gold market here, where they can liquidate things. One of the shocking statistics I read yesterday was that the Bitcoin ETF flows are greater than the SPY and the QQQ. So all the action is there in that market right now. So really interesting. Another statistic that I saw was that gold tends to track better than platinum for about the next 30 days. That's happened about 13 out of the last 15 years. So if you look at platinum futures, they're starting to break down. If you're going to trade platinum, in my opinion, try and take small bites out of it. $5, $10, $15 moves. $20 seems a bit of a stretch at the moment because the average true range is only about $19 in the platinum market. So you'd have to wait for multiple days of getting that direction right in order to most likely get out of your position. But if you got any questions, give me a call. I'll be around all day. 312-858-7303. Remember, futures option trading does involve risk of loss. May not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.